Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Come on. Ready.
A first down carry for Smith.
Oh my God, that's my fault. I should have kept going to the outside.
For a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
Crazy thing about it is I'm not even on the trigger.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Look at Madden. Look at Madden. Where was he putting his hands, bro? Where was he putting his hands, bro?
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive this.
Where was he putting his hands, bro?
Is facing 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Flush to, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving it.
Exactly.
And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got him in, it's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Mm.
He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
7 Pirates, 70 Rangers.
On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Hockenson as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. "14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down."
He broke right on where the bolts are, bro. So I don't know what they can do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's the weak kick.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage.
Right where the 2 bolts. Oh, I showed you already.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage,
just
but
broke
the
right
entire
there. I don't know if
defense
they can. I don't know.
is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. He'll drop to throw.
Kick.
Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and the Gipper. Let's just go out.
I was trying to make myself open for you. I didn't know you were going to try to launch it.
Quick throw to Collins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone.
Pick.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Man, he was all over his back, boss.
Before being taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one taken in by Hester. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to throw again. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down
Yeah, you doing, sir.
Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh!
Middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, Make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
No. He's not celebrating. That's the back view.
From there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
No, that's the
smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Barkley shoves him away. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here's C.J. Spiller. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll stay on the ground with him.
Came all the way from the safety, man. All the way from the safety spot.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Timed it perfectly.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Track to 60. Ready.
To throw is Dobbs. He's got Green. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Dobbs to throw.
Oh, I bumped him. I bumped him.
But he missed him, and it's incomplete.
If you would have lofted it, you would have had it, but I bumped him.
Left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me,
I tried to go around him. He made me go right into him.
Now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Going for the deep
Here it is. Good throw.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Hester, 44 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The short throw caught by Goddard, and he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The kick by Elliott is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And some room to run now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now Dobbs.
Got it.
He's got him in, complete.
Yes, sir.
It's likely the game winner.
Yes, sir.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Yeah. They driving around with trying to make it look like they ain't got nothing, nobody in the car.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though.
He was out there sleep.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here's first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down.
Oh.
And it's incomplete.
Micah Parsons is all over there.
It comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
I'm glad that they were on, bro. You see, Luke Kuechly knocked out all of those balls. Kept trying to go up the middle, knock it out. Go up the middle, knock it out. Don't matter, bro. Go deep. See, the thing I like about your offensive playbook, you got the deep shot plays. I don't have them. I have to work my way through the field. Yeah, but you actually have the plays to go deep, too. I don't. Yeah. Exactly. Right. bro.